Hello everyone, this is Overmind, and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 replay cast. Today I have for you a TVP from the Gold League, and this is going to be on Merry-Go-Round. So let's go ahead and introduce our players, spawning up at the top right side of the map at around the 3 o'clock position. We have Bigbisoux, our Terran player, in red. And spawning down on the bottom side of the map at around the 6 o'clock position, we have our blue Protoss player, our submitter of this game, and a regular contributor to the Overmind army. It is going to be ZookaMan. Now I want to go ahead and note that this is actually a 3-player spawn map, so it is possible for a player to have spawned over here. However, that is not the case. We do have our Terran scouting around with the Reaper, and he's going to see that that is in fact the empty position on the map. I did see a probe scout from Zooka a while ago, so he knows where Bigbisoux is approximately. We have that Reaper scout being shut down by Zooka's Stalker quite easily. And we have Zooka taking that nice expansion. Reaper for Bigbisoux doing a good job of spotting things around Zooka's base. He's going to see that expansion and back on off to the middle of the map. Now over here, Bigbisoux is doing something interesting, and something that makes me quite happy. He's gone double factory. He's mining lots of gas, and he's making a Raven. Ugh, I love Mech Terran. It is so much fun. Ravens are probably my favorite Terran unit in the game. And he's just generally making me happy. Looks like he's going multiple Hellions with a tank, and he's got his own expansion up here. Just more of those Hellions into Hellbats. And, oh, looks like he does get a kill on that observer that was scouting him out. We have several tanks being produced. Indeed, a ton of tanks. Or, perhaps not a ton of tanks, because a ton of tanks might actually not be too many tanks, but in any case, there are several tanks in our mix. ZookaMan is going to go ahead and take a third. Zooka actually is going to go Robo. He has his Colossus den up. Thermal Lance is almost done. Double Robo now, producing Immortals all over the place. And that's pretty good versus tanks, so that's going to be quite a good thing to do. He's going to go ahead and add on a Stargate. I have to say I'm unsurprised to see that he went Robo first, because I think I've seen him do that pretty much every game I've ever seen him play in, ever. In any case, we do have Bigbisoux moving out a host of SCVs over here for the repairs. We have a point defense drone, which is really good versus stalkers. That is taken out. And all the Raven falls. We do have the photon overcharge. We have the force fields. We have the guardian shields. Making sure to keep those Colossi alive, because Colossi are expensive. They cost $1 billion and are awesome. As are most Protoss units. Expensive, but pretty cool. Photon overcharge hitting a little bit of the frontmost tanks. And ZookaMan does take a few hits as he moves on back. Want to go ahead and note that additional Immortals are being produced to sort of deal with this. We have a little bit of firing going on from our Nexus cannon. And we have tanks sort of trying to position themselves carefully so that they aren't hit by said Nexus cannon, but so that they can hit things in the face. We have our Hellbats moving in. Colossi getting a few shots off. Backing up. Definitely want to make sure that we keep those alive. Colossi doing a decent amount of damage over here. Tries to force field, but doesn't quite make it. Does take out 2 of those Hellbats, though. We have our tanks moving up. This would be a good time for Zooka to attack while they're on siege. Don't know they're sieging. And many tank shots. This is actually, it's sort of beautiful to watch this many tanks fire at once. It's kind of cool. I believe Zooka's going to be able to clean this up given how many Immortals he has here. And indeed, he is doing massive damage to Bigsoux's army. And here we have Zooka's army awkwardly sitting next to this one medevac that's just kind of here. But Zooka, oh, his 2 units that can shoot up are too far away. So that's going to be kind of unfortunate. Bigbisoux just kind of hanging out, and Tempest! Tempest! I believe Bigbisoux is now aware of the Tempest. Oh, I'm so excited that there's a Tempest. Both of our players choosing to play Mech Terran even our Protoss player. And that is exactly how we get it done. We actually have both a Dark Shrine and a Templar Archives on the way for Zooka, who is teching all over the place. He's getting his upgrades on up, building additional probes, adding on gateways, adding that infrastructure. Over here we have a command center upgrading to a planetary. We have that third base coming on up. And while Bigbisoux's third is a little bit slower than Zooka's, I want to go ahead and note that Terran have mules, and mules are freaking awesome. ZookaMan, not to be outdone, is going to add on a fourth of his own, because that's what he does, and that's how we get it done as Protoss players. We do see additional units being produced from both players. Over here, at the front of Bigbisoux's base, he's actually added on several factories with tech labs, and is going to produce tanks like an insane person. He's also going to go ahead and expand twice, these being, again, very good defensible positions if you can manage to secure them and get your defenses up and about. And here we have a proxy pylon from Zooka, very close to this kind of scary looking planetary fortress. And here we have the beginning of a harassment attack, doing a little bit of damage to SCVs, doing a little bit of damage to the planetary itself, but ultimately these are going to get picked off. Here we have a drop moving across the map. It's very frightening. Boost, and decides to drop here at the third, and oh, so many Tempests. There's so many Tempests. You know that a game is going well when you go mass Tempests. At this point, Bigbisoux elects to retreat, having lost several of his precious tanks. Tanks actually being not great versus Tempests. We do have a decent number of Vikings here, which may yet help since they can certainly shoot air units. Tempests have a very slow fire rate, but a very long range. Here we have Zealots attacking the planetary. I don't believe they're going to be able to get it down. Probably do a better job if they went ahead and attacked the SCVs. No, not quite. Oh, SCV's just going back to work. Probably should repair. There we go. There we go, Bigbisoux. That's what we want to see. We do have another shot at this, though, as ZookaMan moves in with more Zealots. He is attacking the... Oh, nope. He's going to go ahead and attack some of the SCVs. Alright, doing lots of damage. And here we have the big push from Bigbisoux. Lots of Guardian Shields, so many Immortals, lots of splash damage going on from those Colossi. Lots and lots of splash damage going on from our Archon over here, and we have our Tempest doing mass damage to all of our air units. And Bigbisoux departs. So that's what it looks like if you go ahead and get a whole bunch of Tempests and Robo units as a Protoss player. So now you too can go mech as a Protoss player. Alright. So, thank you so much, Zooka, for submitting that replay. That was pretty interesting to watch a longer mech game from both players, even our non-Terran player. And if anyone out there has some games that they enjoyed, that they had fun playing, go ahead and send them to me. I'm at NoobCrafted@gmail.com. For those of you who enjoyed watching, go ahead and subscribe or follow me on Twitter, and you'll see more awesome, cool, funny, silly games. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the ladder.